Anybody who's lying here, Senator, it is you.
Anthony Fauci's National Institutes of Health uses a slogan that claims they're turning discovery into health. They claim their mission is to seek fundamental knowledge. They claim that in order to achieve that mission, the NIH must exemplify and promote the highest level of scientific integrity, public accountability, and social responsibility in the conduct of science. So why is it that an institution that supposedly prides itself on scientific integrity and public accountability behaves in a manner that exemplifies secrecy and lack of accountability when it comes to their own organization, demonstrating a repeated refusal to disclose basic information that should already be publicly available? Why is a supposedly science-driven organization so afraid of any examination and investigation of their work? Hi everyone, and welcome to Truth Over News with Jeff Carlson and Hans Manka.
Nearly 2 years ago to the day, the U.S. consulate in Wuhan became aware of a yet-to-be-identified outbreak in the city of Wuhan that would alter the lives of nearly everyone on the planet. The National Institutes of Health, along with Fauci, was tapped to be the face of the U.S. response to the pandemic. But as more facts came to light, the more the questions regarding the NIH's role in the outbreak grew. And their response to those questions has been anything but scientific. Rather than openly responding and answering those questions, the NIH has steadfastly refused to respond to direct inquiries regarding their role in funding the Wuhan lab. The nonprofit research group US Right to Know has filed 17 Freedom of Information Act requests with the NIH, asking the taxpayer-funded government agency to publicly provide correspondence, reports, and other information about the NIH's knowledge of and response to the pandemic. These Freedom of Information requests are not brand new. Many, if not most of the requests, have been outstanding for more than a year. The group notes that after waiting and attempting to work with the NIH for more than a year, they have now filed a lawsuit, their second, against the NIH for violating the Freedom of Information Act regarding 9 of their record requests. The leader of the group, Gary Ruskin, notes that not a single new document has been released to the group and that the only commitment actually made by the NIH is to release the records within 30 years. The lawsuit is seeking a wide range of NIH records, including communications between NIH and the EcoHealth Alliance, which, as Ruskin's group notes, has received tens of millions of dollars in US government funding and has partnered with and funded China's Wuhan Institute of Virology. Specifically, they are seeking EcoHealth grant applications, progress reports, funding agreements, and related documents, and all communications between the NIH and the Wuhan Institute of Virology. The group is also asking for all communications between the NIH and the World Health Organization concerning the origins of COVID-19.
We've been told to follow the science, but scientists must effectively explain their findings to the public and be open and responsive to feedback. Following the science means the ongoing examination of facts without prejudice, not the incessant stonewalling of access to new information that we've seen from the NIH. One reason why the NIH is fighting so hard against transparency is the fact that it funded the Wuhan Institute of Virology, not only in the 6 years leading up to the pandemic, but also in the years beyond. Incredibly, on July 13, 2020, a full 6 months into the pandemic, the NIH specifically allocated more than $76,000 to the Wuhan Institute of Virology. But the NIH's cover-up goes far beyond the funding itself and to the issue of what exactly was being done with the funds by Wuhan scientists. One specific class of documents which the NIH is fighting to conceal are its communications with EcoHealth Alliance, the group through whom Fauci has been funding the Wuhan Institute of Virology. NIH has funded EcoHealth to the tune of tens of millions of dollars, but there has been an almost complete lack of transparency in how that money was spent. We were told over and over by Fauci that the NIH had not funded gain-of-function experiments at the Wuhan lab. We now know that those statements were emphatically false, a fact that was finally confirmed in a letter to Congress from NIH Principal Director Lawrence Tabak. The NIH wasn't just indirectly funding gain-of-function experiments at the Wuhan lab, with funds being directed without their knowledge. They were actively having specific communications with Peter Daszak and EcoHealth about those gain-of-function experiments in real time. Proof of these communications was recently uncovered by the White Coat Waste Project, showing that in a 2016 email, EcoHealth President Peter Daszak personally thanked the NIH for lifting the gain-of-function ban on experiments he was performing at the Wuhan lab. The email, dated July 11, 2016, falls squarely within the period in which Obama had banned the NIH from funding gain-of-function experiments.
As bad as Daszak's email is for the NIH, highlighting their complete failure to be transparent with the American public, there's more, a lot more. As revealed in a recent letter from GOP Congress members, the NIH has continued to conceal at least 3 additional letters exchanged between the NIH and EcoHealth Alliance regarding gain-of-function experiments at the Wuhan lab. Those letters are said to be dated May 18, 2016, July 7, 2016, and July 5, 2018, with 2 of those letters falling within the period covered by Obama's gain-of-function ban. As of this date, we still do not know what is in those letters. The existence of those letters, as well as of Daszak's email thanking the NIH for unilaterally lifting the gain-of-function ban, also adds a new level of context to an already important email that Fauci's assistant, Hugh Auchincloss, wrote on February 1st, 2020. On the evening of the previous day, January 31st, 2020, Fauci had been alerted to a newly published article in Science magazine that indirectly linked to evidence showing that the NIH had funded gain-of-function experiments at the Wuhan lab.